This is Late Night Lee Talks TV. I'm Late Night Lee and I talk reality TV dating shows such as Married at First Sight, Love is Blind, The Ultimatum, and Love Island, just to name a few. So if you do enjoy watching that type of content, then go ahead and subscribe to the channel. This is a new channel and we're growing, and I do appreciate the love and support. So please go ahead and like the video, comment down below with your thoughts, and subscribe to the channel. Now, I will be doing a video assessment of the couples, not episode by episode. And I'm going to get into Kenneth and Brittany because, baby, this was a shocker. What the heck happened? Now, I do want to preface this by saying we have to remember that this show is heavily produced and heavily edited, and they needed to tell a story and give us a narrative. And the entire narrative was that pretty much Kenneth wasn't interested. But here's the thing. We did see him being very quiet and Brittany looking kind of like, are you going to say anything? He was super quiet on the boat. He gets his phone. He says, I'm super excited to get my phone back. We see him all in his phone. We don't really see Brittany in her phone. Now, I'm wondering, when was this filmed? Because we know that he is a principal of a middle school. And honey, middle school, whew, you all know what it was like to be in middle school, or you may have a middle schooler. Now, I know the show is definitely filmed at least a year in advance. So if this is January, February, when they are filming, the school year is in progress. So I'm wondering, could this have been in the summertime? I don't know. But I can't imagine that if he took a 2-week vacation off from school, he's going to come back to a trillion emails. And then also his personal life, friends and family. And he did talk to her about the whole family situation and how close he is to his family and all that good stuff. Now, I do want to say he did speak with her about the talk he had with AD. Now, this talk was a bit controversial. I listened to a lot of different YouTubers' opinions, and some people felt like, she was coming from a good place, or she was trying to have that big sister talk. Because remember, AD is, she's 33, 32, and he's 25. So that's definitely, old enough for her to have, some experience and just talk to him. But it did seem like, some people felt like it was really inappropriate of her as well. However, I can see both sides of it, and I can see both sides. But he said that the talk was, a good talk, and she put some things in perspective for him. So, I don't know. Now, we see that he is heavily in his phone. Brittany is talking to him. He's not responding, or he's slow to respond. It's just like, what is going on here? He seems uninterested. They're having conversations when they were still on the honeymoon on the boat. They don't seem to connect when it comes to, their level of, I guess, what they want in terms of affection or intimacy. And of course, they're not going to be intimate until marriage. But they just don't seem to be clicking and gelling the way we like. And now here's the thing. He comes home and he is talking to her, and they're having a conversation in the kitchen about how he came home at 1:30 in the morning and he woke her up. Now that's rude. You don't wake people up out of their sleep in the middle of the night. That's crazy rude, especially for no good reason. And that's what he did. And you can tell, was annoyed about it. But he's like, oh, I wanted to be, affectionate with you in that moment. Like, what? You wake someone out of their sleep for kisses. You could have just given her a kiss on the cheek and took your butt to sleep. But why, as an engaged man, are you coming home at 1:30 in the morning? He said he got his hair braided. He said that he went out with his mentor. Sir, this is not the behavior, this is not good behavior for a man who was engaged to be coming home at 1:30 in the morning. Because I know, especially in the South, and, Charlotte is considered a big city, I guess. But it's not going to be much of anything open past 10 p.m., 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. But why are you coming home at 1? That's not appropriate behavior for a man who's about to get married. That's giving bachelor lifestyle. Anyway, so he doesn't really, to me, we would have had to have a deeper conversation on why he was out till 1:30 in the morning, but that's just me. Now, she's telling him like he pretty much isn't, affectionate enough or isn't giving enough. And then she says, I'm not craving you. And it's like, girl, what? And this is what I don't like with people on reality TV shows nowadays. It seems like people are trying not to say certain things, so they're using other words or they're talking in circles. Please comment down below if you understand. When I'm watching shows like Married at First Sight, it is extremely frustrating because you can tell that these people are being fake. They are trying not to say what they really, really want to say, and they are trying to be politically correct. They're trying to not get the fans upset. It's just like, say what you need to say and stand on it. You know what the kids say, stand on business. Okay? Say what you mean and mean what you say. Because what do you mean I'm not craving you? Because to me that sounds like I'm not attracted to you. And if a man ever said that to me, I would hit you with that, Shawnee O'Neal, thank you for your time. Because it's like, I'm going. Because, like that to me, she may not have been attracted to him, but it seems like Kenneth was looking for a way out as well. And that's all he needed to hear. Because, baby, he was gone. He made, he said a few nice things. But, if I'm not the one for you, you're not the one for me, I wish you the best, yada, yada, yada. And she was just left there crying. He called somebody like, I'm about to pack up my stuff and I'm leaving. It just seemed like he already had this on his mind. Now, here's my thoughts. Kenneth is 25. He's young. Did we all know what we wanted to do at 25? How many of us thought we knew what we wanted to do by the time we hit 35 or 30? Not even that 30. And we were like, ooh, what was I thinking 5 years ago? Like, it's just, we all thought like this was the couple. They're both the same age. They're both so mature. They're both rooted, like their love is, and relationship is rooted in God. And they were my favorite. I was rooting for them. What the heck happened? But to me, the producers painted a narrative that Kenneth was no longer interested. And the only thing that I can think of that would kind of make sense is he said he never dated a white woman before. And I think that once he got back and he told his family, I met someone, I fell in love, I'm engaged, but oh yeah, she's white. Maybe his family just was not cool with it. Maybe his friends were not cool with it. Because he did express some concern to AD. Remember? When he had that talk with AD, he did seem to express some kind of concern for her. Because there are always going to be people who look down on and do not approve of interracial relationships. So he did seem to be uneasy a little bit. I am wondering if that is what it is. Because to me, Brittany's one of the prettiest girls there. Brittany, she had curves. Brittany to me was very pretty. So I'm like, I don't think it was the looks. But honey, this is crazy. This is like, what a shocker it was. I mean, yeah, he did seem a little cold. He seemed a little distant. He was always on his phone. But, we're thinking, okay, that's just the first couple of days. He'll snap out of it. Wow. I mean, it really seemed like he was just uninterested. Man, I would hate to think that his family told him, hey, you can't marry her, you can't get with her because she's white. But it seems like, based on the narrative that was painted, that's kind of the vibe that it's giving. But I am waiting for Kenneth to do an interview because we need some answers. We need some answers. Everything seemed great. He was so attentive at first, but it was like after he had that talk with AD, maybe when he got home and he told his family, that's what I think happened. And I really hope that that is not the case. Let me be clear. I really hope that that is not the case. Because they fell in love. It always seems so darn nice in the pods, doesn't it? And then we get tricked, bamboozled. Whew. Again, editing, the editors be editing and the producers be producing. So this really could be the narrative that they wanted to spin. However, it's just unfortunate to see a couple just seem to randomly, out of nowhere, just decide, hey, we're going to call it quits. And it's like, wow. Now, the whole situation with Amy and Johnny, that's weird. The whole situation with the other couples, period. Now, if they called it quits, I could, I could see that happening. But I did not see this happening. This was a shocker. Netflix, Love is Blind producers, well done again. I need to see that interview with Kenneth because we need answers. Because at this point, it looks like he couldn't come to terms with possibly being in a relationship with a white woman. But who knows? And I hope that that is not the case. I really, really do. But we need some answers, and we need them quickly. Please comment down below your thoughts. Please be respectful. Please be kind. If you don't have anything nice to say, you don't have to say anything. But I do appreciate you guys watching the video and checking it out. Go ahead and like the video and subscribe to the channel. This is Late Night Ali Talks TV. I'm Late Night Ali, and I'm signing out.